Let me tell you about the life I live, right? Better known as the baller life. Listen up. I'm all about my baller status, just doing it big on a daily basis, like cruising in my car, chilling at the bar.
What's up, YouTube? This is James from Bought on a Budget Auto. Figured I'd get you guys a video out today with this gloomy weather that's happening. Ain't much to do, just getting back from the gym. So today we're going to be focusing on a PCV valve. Some of you might be asking, what is a PCV valve? Well,
PCV, how can I explain it? I'll take you frame by frame it. To have your jumping shall we singing it. P is for positive and the C is for the crankcase. The last V, well, that's ventilation.
yeah, I don't even know what happened there, but I mean, I'm a big hip hop head, so sounds quite like OPP, you know. So, the PCV valve is the positive crankcase ventilator. So the purpose of the PCV valve is to relieve pressure from the crankcase by recirculating bypass emissions and moisture through the combustion system via the intake manifold. A lot of times the PCV valve does get neglected due to the fact that it's small, and many of our vehicles' manuals neglect to provide any information in terms of scheduled maintenance for the PCV valve, despite the fact that a faulty PCV valve can cause such things as hard starting, misfires, stalling, a loss of fuel economy, and in a worst case scenario can cause oil leaks by built up pressure breaking through seals and gaskets. So with that being said, I would say that a PCV valve is pretty serious. I wouldn't want to have any issues with my overall engine performance, my fuel economy, or even the possibility of blowing through seals and gaskets. Like, for real, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, change the PCV valve might take 5-10 minutes, and the part itself may cost, I mean, like the one today only costs about $5. I mean, who can beat that? So I'm trying to make sure my car runs the best it possibly can. All right, guys, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get to it. And before we get started, since it's about to get dark out, I wanted to show you where to locate a PCV valve on a Hyundai Santa Fe. Now, under the hood of my Hyundai Santa Fe, I'm looking right at our PCV valve. Going to be right above our 3 coil packs, hooking right out of the crankcase. Here's our PCV valve with the vacuum tube attached to it. All right, so let's get to it. So I'm going to start by removing the hose, popping it off. I got a deep socket, 14 millimeter. Now, how to tell if these are still pretty good is if it will rattle for you when you shake it, and then when you blow in through this port, it'll actually allow you to blow. But if you try to blow through this way, it'll stop you. Now, it looks pretty old, so I'm just going to go ahead and change it anyways. So I've got a new one that rattles. I'm sure if I blow through it, it's nice and clear. Go ahead and situate that on there. Hand tighten it pretty good. Now with these, I don't want to, you know, puncture the crankcase, so I'm just going to put it in where it's snug. There's that. Now we're done with the PCV valve. Let's make sure we clamp that tube. Okay, now it's snug, and that's how you install a PCV valve. All right, guys, now that all that work is done, I can only imagine that the car itself is going to run a little bit smoother. I mean, it sounded a little bit better starting it up. So once again, to reiterate, the PCV valve will help with better overall engine performance by recirculating bypass emissions and moisture. It'll prevent hard starting, misfires, excess oil consumption, loss of fuel economy, and also the potential of seals and gaskets bursting. So if this is the first time you're hearing about PCV valves, I would highly recommend to include this on your vehicle's scheduled maintenance. So go ahead and give it a look whenever you're doing your oil change, or some would suggest every 60,000 miles to inspect and replace the PCV valve. All right, guys, I hope this video is helpful. If so, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing so you can see more content from Ballin' on a Budget Auto. Have a good one, guys.
PCV, 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 PCV.